we deserve answers. We deserve answers. Why was this allowed? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Quisha King Show. So I just have to get this off of my chest. Like, I can't just not say anything about it. So I told you yesterday about the information that I found out with Trump giving the award to Dr. Fauci and Jared Kushner and Mark Milley and Norquist and all of these people that were responsible for locking us down, masking our kids, and then putting out this doggone shot. When I think back about the lockdowns, the masking, when I looked at my daughter's face, I looked at both of my daughter's faces with these godforsaken masks on, knowing that they were not useful, having to send them to school with these things on. My oldest daughter feeling like she was starting to feel like she wasn't pretty without a mask. And my youngest daughter, who's a special needs child, she was in speech therapy in school. So it's like, okay, how is she supposed to do speech therapy with a mask on? Because common sense would say she can't, if she needs to wear the mask, then she's got to keep it on because to prevent the spread, but she's got to do speech therapy. So I'm fighting with that issue, protesting along with other parents. You know, we're in the streets, we're at the school board meetings. We were pissed about these lockdowns, the masking, all of it. And even when DeSantis we had opened up, and we still had mayors. My mayor was still pushing the mask mandates. So when I see Trump give an award to Fauci for warp speed, and to me, it represents the whole thing, the tyrannical government. It represents the whole thing. I feel like I'm stabbed in the back. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And I'm watching all of this stuff on Twitter. You see all these people like, oh, I don't trust DeSantis. Oh, he's this, he's that. Like 2 seconds ago, he was literally America's governor. Now, since he is exercising his American rights and deciding to run for president, he's all of a sudden a rhino, a just terrible person. When literally he has gotten Florida from a purple state to a red state, solid red. I don't understand this. And personally, I feel like Donald Trump has to have somewhat of a mea culpa, somewhat of a reflection about this warp speed thing. But no, you don't see that. You don't see that at all. All you see is him just keep pounding. You won't even talk about how there are young boys who are suffering from heart issues. There are women who are suffering from different ailments. This people suffered from this thing. And there's zero acknowledgement of that. And it feels cruel. It feels like a betrayal. It really does. And I am, the more I don't know how I didn't know that Donald Trump gave this award, a presidential commendation, an award to Fauci. I did not hear about that. Now I'm hearing how he had this loan, $160 million loan from Soros, but I guess we're not supposed to talk about that either. I didn't know about these things. I don't know what, I didn't know about it. But the fact that now we're just not supposed to talk about these things, like when you know something, okay, now you get information, and then you could do something about it. I didn't know these things, and I worked in the 2020 campaign. I ran the Black Voices for Trump office. I sang at 4 Trump rallies. I fiercely supported Trump, and I'm not even saying like that if he wins a nomination, that I won't support him. This is bothering me as a mother who watched her children go through this, and then to see him act like this, it's disturbing to me. I don't like it. I don't. We went through hell as parents fighting for our children with these lockdowns and this masking. hell. And I think because it's so far removed, we don't quite remember, but I remember, and I know a lot of other parents remember too. We remember having to look at our babies' faces with these, and it was hard. It was extremely hard. And your government just being like, oh, well, not caring about, not caring about your rights, in utter violation of your constitutional rights, having to fight. Thank God for DeSantis, because he was here in Florida helping parents with these crazy school boards who were like, yep, mask them up. You had kids that were, like my child masking was not good for her. This makes me so upset, makes me cry. It wasn't good for a lot of kids who were special needs and who could not have a voice for themselves while they were in the classroom. I remember hearing the story of a dad whose child was a special needs child, and the teacher was taped a mask on his baby's face. Too much. And I know we forget, all the things because it was 3 years ago. And yeah, now it's just like all is well and good. No, all is not well and good. We deserve answers. We deserve answers. Why was this allowed? And so, yeah, I got beef with Trump doing this whole presidential. I did not know this happened. And maybe y'all gonna be like, oh my gosh, Quisha's tripping. And I just didn't know. I really did not know this happened, but it is really bothering me. His obtuseness and his, I don't even know if that's a word. He's so obtuse about this warp speed and just cavalier about what this has done to people's lives, these lockdowns and the masking and this shot. It's just, that was a lot. Yeah. It was a lot. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I was, I'm not working for DeSantis. I'm being called a shill. I'm like, what the heck is that? I don't even know what that is. First, I had to learn what a grifter was. Well, I ain't a grifter. I believe what I'm saying. I'm not doing this for money. You look, if I was, look, I am not doing this for money. Now I'm being called a shill, which I still don't, I forget what that means. I don't even know. But I guess the person that is kind of like a grifter too. I don't know, but I'm none of that. I'm just keeping it 100. I have stood beside and worked with the governor DeSantis and Casey fighting for the rights of Americans in Florida. It's just, I have seen them put in the work. So it's not even a question for me. Like, it's not a question of their integrity. It's not a question of their, what they're going to, I've seen him do it, So anyway, I just don't forget what we went through. Do not forget, because if it's left unchecked, they will do it again. You will get something even worse. That's all I'm saying. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.